Hi, I keep getting asked the same old question. Why is it better to go into business with a franchise rather than just go into business on your own? I've put my thoughts down a few times, but I thought I'd do a slightly different version. If you go into business without a franchise, if you go into business on your own, then nothing wrong with that. But there are statistical facts to prove that 75% of people who go into business for themselves on their own fail. And that's a sad reality. And why is that? Well, I like to equate going into business on your own or in a franchise like bungee jumping. So when you go into business on your own, you have an idea, you got some cash, you might borrow some cash, up you go, up the ladder to get to the top of the bungee jump. The bungee jump's over here and that's where you're going to jump from, that's you. And on the way up, you invest in rent, you invest in insurance, and you buy some inventory, and you buy the things you want to sell and make a profit. You might even go and do a course. That'd be great. But up you go. But you're all by yourself. You might have your wife or your partner or somebody who's giving you a hand, and hop up onto the platform, rip out to the edge, and jump. You're in business, you beauty. Lots of things can happen between when you jump and down the bottom. What you want to do is not hit the bottom, you want to bounce and you want to keep bouncing. So I just want to have a look at a little bit of video right now.
Ragdoll. Oh, what?
Okay, so you've seen what can happen. Not every time, but it can. Most unpleasant. The good news is that was an Australian girl that hit the water, went down to the rapids, and she survived. So she lived. But the unfortunate part is on the way down, there's not anybody to help you. There's no one to support you. And most people will let you hit the bottom and wait until you've hit the bottom before they try and help. Going into business in a franchise system, you've got more chances. Okay, so on the way up, there's people who's they're going to talk to you. They're going to measure you. They're going to see if you're suitable for the business. As you go through, they're going to tell you what you need to buy to be successful. They'll need to tell you which product to buy, when to buy it, how much to pay for it. They'll also help to show you how to get, if you've got a rental property, how to get the best rent. If you've got a service industry like us, we'll supply the machinery. So you get all the things that you need to run your business. So you don't have to worry about it. They help you all the way through. When you get up to top, ready to go, you think you're ready to go, but on the way over, they weigh you again, they measure you, they make sure the rope's the right length, they make sure the spring's the right length. What they're trying to do is stop you from hitting the bottom. So if you go out here along the way, a lot of support, a lot of people helping you. And they get to the edge. Not like the last video where the guy pushed the girl off. These guys will let you jump on your own. But they're confident because they've given you all of this support, all this knowledge, and you jump on your own. Let's have a look at what happens with great support. So there's a huge result difference between the first video and the second one, as you would agree. Also, the second video shows people really enjoying what they're doing, but they can do that with the confidence that they've got a lot of support. That's the perfect solution. And the good news about that is that in a franchise system, 75% of people that use a franchise to go into business succeed. So there's a complete opposite to those who don't. Of course, there is the third solution, and that is go in, buy a franchise, get help all the way, get up here, and just before you jump, decide, you know what, I've bought the franchise, I've bought all the package, I've bought all the assistance, I've bought all the knowledge that somebody else has spent 20 years developing. I think I might change a few things. I think I don't like this, or I think I don't like that. Or, you know, really, what do they really know? I think doing it this way would be better. That is unfortunately a bit of reality in franchising as well as in private business. So The temptation is to go, well, I might just do it a slightly different way. I think it's going to be better. The chances are it's not. Chances are you'll end up going back to this.
Ragdoll. Oh!
There's a bit of a shock. And luckily for the girl, she survived. But if you're in business, if you change the recipe, if you change what you've been given, then you really can't blame anybody but yourself if you hit the rocks on the bottom. So going to business is fantastic. It's entrepreneurial. It's the thing we should all be doing. Going into business with a franchise is the way to do business in anyone's eyes. But don't try and change it just because you think you know better. If you're going to go in with a franchise, follow the rules and maybe assist the franchisor. Maybe give some advice on what you've found and they can change it with you. I hope you have a great and successful year. I hope your business is very successful. See you later.